everyone, so first video review for this week is for Dead Pretty by Robyn Nyx. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook or on my blog, then there's a link within the post. And this is the video review. So Dead Pretty by Robyn Nyx. This was so good. CJ, she is taking a break after her show, which is called Dead Pretty, is cancelled. She heads home back to her parents, and she finds herself intrigued by Dak, who is the woman living next door. So CJ discovers that Dak is an FBI agent, and she's on the trail of this serial killer, and that CJ is temporarily doing work that is sort of linked to the case because of her profession. And when that happens, things just get super intense and really exciting. So this was an absolute thrill of a story. It's been a while since I've read something that's quite like this, with a bit of a chase in it and a bit of a a real strangeness to the case, so like a real FBI sort of case. It's been a while since I've read a story like this, and it was filled with lots of angst and intensity and a really complex case which involves Dak and CJ on personal levels as well as professional levels. So there was that proper conflict of interest there for both of them, but I was hooked from the start. It was a very unexpected adventure, not only for the reader but also for Dak and CJ. I don't think they really knew where this was all going to go, and all these pieces start coming together, and it starts affecting them personally, and so it's a real personal journey for them in the end. But I loved how their relationship developed. It had this really intense attraction from the moment that CJ got home, to an understanding between them that CJ was only there temporarily and that Dak didn't really do relationships and all this sort of thing. And then something more was developing behind that was going to be way out of their control for both of them. But neither of them kind of expected it, and it just naturally, came as part of the story, natural development. It sort of just nicely in there. It wasn't forced, it wasn't sort of rushed, it was just building nicely behind the scenes, even though both of them were completely unsuspecting as characters as to how this was going to affect them so much. So CJ is the one who gets probably the biggest surprises, because being an FBI agent, Dak's used to the unexpected and the weird and the creepy, and I mean CJ's seen her stuff being in the profession that she's in, but yeah, I don't think she expected quite as much as she sort of found herself involved in when she was back here. So everything that CJ knows changes, and although she adapts really, really well to it, it takes her time to get there, because she's come from Hollywood. She's got this lavish Hollywood lifestyle, and she has to reevaluate everything. So there's a lot of character development in there for CJ in terms of going through these stages of working out what she really wants, and does she really want to go back to that big Hollywood lifestyle and everything else. So there's a lot for her to consider. But the story has a lot of focus on CJ and Dak. It doesn't forget the case of the serial killer, though. At the end of the day, that's what the story is about. We're investigating a case, and I genuinely couldn't work out who it was or who was going to be involved, and so I ended up suspecting so many people. And then when it was revealed, I was really, really shocked, because it was a twist that I just was not expecting at all, which is a sign of a really good mystery. So Robyn's really cleverly interwoven the story, so your mind doesn't focus too much on this blossoming romance between CJ and Dak, or the trail of the killer. You're getting an equal balance with both. So every chapter, and every moment in there was a complete surprise, because at one minute you'd just be so in the CJ and Dak stuff that you would forget for a minute that they were on the trail of a serial killer, and then suddenly there'd be this awful thing happening, and you'd be like, oh yeah, we're supposed to be working out who killed this person. So it was really great. It was really cleverly interwoven in that way, and I really enjoyed the story. Found it most intriguing, and I cannot recommend it enough. It was really, really good, really exciting, and I look forward to being able to read it again in the future, because I'm pretty sure next time I won't miss all the clues like I did this time. But I say that every time with mystery, and when you go back to it, you don't know. You probably forget and still miss all the clues. So I love that. It's really, really cleverly put together and a great story. So I hope you'll go and grab a copy of Dead Pretty by Robyn Nyx. I'll pop a link in the description so you can. If you've read Dead Pretty, I'd love to hear your thoughts. So please comment below. Please let us know what you thought of the book. And if you haven't read it yet, it's on your to be read list. You're planning to read it, or you're now super intrigued and thinking, I really, really want to read that. Again, comment below because it's always great to hear what you're reading. And if you do read it, I really, really hope you enjoy it. Bye.